And I will start with it, particularly because in view of what Justice Masaneke spoke about. Hundreds of our people every day are suffering so much that they really do not have dignity. And the problem as far as the legal profession is concerned, even lawyers these days, young people, admitted lawyers in the streets these days. And it's very, very concerning. We get lawyers, young lawyers coming to our office here who are asking if they could even just get an opportunity to work so that they feel they are lawyers because for 2 years they tried their best, they cannot find a job. So it's not going well, particularly for the legal profession. That's why what I'm going to speak about first is the Sisa Namandje Foundation. How it started over the last 3 years. We had a very haphazard way of contributing to social projects and assisting people. Sometimes it's my own money, sometimes it's the law firm, but we assist communities all over Namibia particularly over the last 5 years. But in particular, what happened in the last 3 years, it became worse with people coming to the office, and like they do go to other offices. Some people come here crying that they simply want $100, just $100. My PA also can tell you we get emails every day. People asking even $50. So we used to give money, Sisa Namandje law firm, myself, and so forth. Then we decided we will be establishing a foundation, of which Time is the chairperson. And this started particularly because in the legal practitioner, we found that there is no system. If I get in a car accident and I didn't prepare myself to have proper insurance covers, there are so many of us. Once we get sick, once we get challenges, health challenges, we find ourselves going to our villages to stay there because there is simply no system. I'm particularly happy with my colleagues, directors at Sisa Namandje Company. At one point, I was crying. I went to them with a very difficult decision to make in 2019. A colleague of us, senior legal practitioner, got in a situation where he was really not feeling well to the extent that he can no more practice at all. And you see, if you have worked at a law firm, everybody's saying, yeah, I'm writing my fees. And I went with a very difficult decision to not to let our colleague suffer. Asked whether we can carry his salary at least for a year. We started in 2019 in August, and of course, because Corona came, we carried our colleague up to last year, August, for 24 months. And it wasn't easy. In law firms, you see some people are whispering, why should we be paying somebody when we are under pressure writing fees? Because of that, we realized that we should formalize the way we assist society. It was particularly because of that we realized that in addition to what we generated, set aside to assist people, we must establish a foundation so that we can also be supported by other people that can assist. It is for that reason that in the last year, some of you may have seen in the media that we have been assisting. This year, when we started speaking to Justice Masaneke, because of the changes you have brought in people's lives in South Africa and Africa, and the grace you have, skills you have, and your inspiration to all of us, we decided to honor you in a special way, which is to make a small and modest positive change to few people at this occasion. And this is a Moseneke project. And we will further honor you for the next 5 years. Next 5 years, our foundation, I will announce, will try and assist 2 young lawyers, and I will set out the terms. So, in the honor of Justice Moseneke this year, just now, and these are not, they are small contribution, but after making these donations and assistance, they are, of course, short-lived smiles on people's faces. The first one is that we gave recently, as part of the Moseneke project, 10,000 to Bright Hill Pre-Primary School, 10,000. That is 9,879. We gave to UNAM School of Law for they had a conference, an African Network of Constitutional Lawyers during August 2022. We gave an amount of 10,000. Then there is this story of a 4-year-old child, Swakopmund. Somebody threw something into the house, and she had her body deformed, badly damaged. We gave 10,000. We gave a student at the local college crying for registration fee, just now, recently, 7,000. And just now, including last week, and this is a Moseneke project, student at UNAM, was a law student, who was struggling. In fact, it's a first year, who could not register last year. He was admitted, but he could not register. So he came to us again, almost was not registered as a student. In total this year, same project, we gave 30,485. And this is part when we started speaking to Justice Moseneke, and in recognition, excited, we're coming, and we want to make positive change to people's lives in the small way we could. And today, this is what we are going to do in your honor, Justice Moseneke. And we will, for today, we invited partners to partner us to make changes in people's lives. There are a few people that are around here. Harvey, my client, one of them, gave us 25,000. We will put it to good use. One of my client, Shapra, and his wife gave us 50,000. Ashani Theta gave us 10,000. And Nambiri is a product of our law firm, gave us 1,500. And there are some other donations, but some people did not want their names to be stated. But I will, if I remember, I will. But what we are going to do is this. You would remember that in the last 2 years, actually, 3 lawyers outside window to set up law firms. And today we are announcing, maybe one of you is here. If you just got admitted now, you are ambitious, you have some money from an uncle, but you still need some few bags to buy computers, we will give you 25,000. So what you will do, you apply to the foundation, you motivate, and the only condition is that you must be a young person who is prepared to set up a law firm in communities other than Window, outside, Koreas, or poor. There, we will give you 25. It's a grant, you are not going to pay it. And 2 people, immediately available. And this is what we are going to do for the next 5 years. Every year, we are going to assist 2 people, young lawyers, outside Window. Today, we are giving out 15,000 to assist a media student at UNAM. Some of you may have seen recently in the newspaper, to assist him with his wheelchair. We are contributing 15,000 today. There is a school in Monte Cristo, it's called Monte Cristo Primary School. Just go there tomorrow. Just go there, check. You will cry. Just go there. We will assist them with a 10,000 to assist in a smaller way. Okay. And JTC students, if there is one of you who is unable to pay your exam now, there is a 5,000 available. You apply, Taimi will assess. Taimi, Ilse, and Esther will assess and give out. So we are going to continue Justice Mosaneke this year. We are going to make out to make more donations, and for the next 5 years, in your honor, we are going to assist 2 lawyers every year. So the book, everybody have already spoken about it. I will not say anything about it. Safe to say that it is important sometimes to let people know what lawyers stand for. Many times, even lawyers that have contributed to the good of this continent, like Justice Mosaneke, could find themselves being subject of insults simply for doing their work. Lawyers do everything that is necessary for us to maintain the rule of law. So we owe nobody an explanation as to what we stand for. For what we stand for is constitutionally recognized. Hence, people have choice to legal representations, whether they are the most darkest persons among us or the most naughty one. Everybody is entitled to be assisted by a lawyer. So I think to young lawyers, I don't think one need to be apologetic about what you do. So that's what I decided to write that book. And the other part of the book, Kura has spoken about it. And yeah, buy it, you will know what it's about. And so I think let's network, Let's spend the night here. And thanks to everybody.